Today on the channel, we celebrate the new year with one of my oldest friends from Trick or Treat Studios. We got the prop replica, Gizmo.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Trick or Treat Studios unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got something fun and extra special here, as today we go back to my childhood. One of the first memories I have of being a little kid is watching the Gremlins movie, and with that, we get the deluxe Gizmo Mogwai prop from Trick or Treat Studios. But for all your Trick or Treat Studio needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. You guys know how it goes by now. And you also know how this review goes by now. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Gizmo, obviously a very popular Mogwai. Dare I say, Todd McFarlane, the most popular Mogwai of all time. I don't even think that's debatable at this point. But we've got a lot of other Mogwais down the road. But if Gremlins won, this was the main man. Still is today for a whole generation and multiple generations at this point. Is Gremlins a horror movie? Is it a Christmas movie? Why not both and all points in between? But as a little kid, I absolutely loved it. I was never scared of Gremlins. And it's weird to think that there is people that are scared of the Gremlins movie. Didn't scare me when I was like 3 years old. I think maybe even 2 years old. I'm not sure. But when I saw that, and I believe I got to see this in the theater, and I should ask my dad, but I believe it might have been the first ever movie I saw in the movie theater. So very, very cool. A great story. I think we've all seen Gremlins by now. If you haven't, check it out. And I think there's a new Gremlins movie coming eventually. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But love, love, love Gizmo. And it goes back to my childhood, as I explained. But we're going to dive into this one here, coming out with the prop replicas. Now, there are the other Mogwais. I would love to have those in my collection. I just don't know if I have the space for all of them. But I can always make space for my buddy Gizmo here. I actually had my first ever dog I got on my own when I was in college. It was a Chihuahua, and his name was Gizmo after this Gizmo here. He looked just the same color of him. It was a wild time with that old Chihuahua. The Chihuahua pack was a crazy time of my life. Me and my wife. Different time. Now we're living that Corgi pack. It's just different dogs. That's all it is. But let's dive into the old Mogwai. Let's dive into Gizmo. Big window box there. If you meet him at a convention, maybe he could sign this for you. You never know. Classic Gremlins logo, Trick or Treat logo. Little Gizmo down there. Trick or Treat, Gremlins on here. Gremlins 2, the new batch, of course. Now this is based off the second movie, and I'm going to explain a little more on the back, because I talked about the other Mogwais that are available, and we got the cross-sell here. Always be selling. We know how that goes. We got Mohawk, George, Lenny, and Daffy. Some cute ones. There's no denying it, but Gizmo's always going to be our favorite. And they should do an alternate version of this Gizmo where he's in his Rambo gear. That would have been quite the one. Get Gizmo and the other mischievous Mogwai. It says Gizmo right here. Always follow the rules. Avoid bright lights. Do not get wet. Do not feed after midnight. We all know those rules. We've got to watch out for those. Looking very, very good, though. Looking very good in the package. This displays well how it is here, but you know me. I'm going to open it up. That's what we do on this channel. And we're going to pull him out. We're going to whip out my Gizmo. That's what I always like to say. Ooh, he's really locked in there, too. They don't want Gizmo going anywhere, anyhow, anyway, either. Can I get him out? Looks like he's got the heavy-duty twist ties. We're not rocking with those cheap McFarlane twist ties. We got the heavy-duty stuff over here from Trick or Treat. Pull that out. Is that all we needed to do? Looks like it. He's hanging by a thread. Oh, there it is. Give it the old heave-ho. See you later. Knocking stuff down. See you later. Goodbye. Let's get down to this Mogwai. And one thing that is extremely special for me is when I was a little kid, once again, first finding out about Gremlins, I used to carry a Gizmo with me wherever I went for many years as a little kid. And we're very fortunate to have him here today. Please welcome special guest, my childhood Gizmo from when I was a little kid, He's seen better days, but haven't we all? Haven't we all? But I had this when I was a very little kid to go along with the movie when I was watching it from the Applause brand. I don't know if it has a date on here. Yep, it does. 1984. Oh, what a year, 1984, Todd McFarlane. I think I was maybe potty trained, hopefully by then, I guess. And I guess that does. I know I was potty trained by then because that brings a story up about this unfortunate accident I had with this Gizmo. And he was never the same after this day. As, like I said, I carried him around wherever I went. And when you're a little kid, you're learning to, go to the bathroom on your own. And we know how guys take a leak. We know how that goes, Todd. It's all guys here. But I remember distinctly one of the first memories of my life, going to the bathroom, going to go pee, lifting up the toilet lid. And then what do I do with Gizmo? Well, I put him on the back of the toilet here. So, because I wanted him to watch me pee, make sure I was doing it right. He's keeping track. But I remember I had to have been 4 years old, 3 years old, whatever it was at the time, putting him up there and just realizing I have a feeling he's going to fall into the toilet. I just remember that vision, just clear as day. I can remember the bathroom, can remember everything of the situation, putting him up there. It's like when you're going to do something like, oh, I better not put that there. It's going to fall, and it does. That's what I had with this Gizmo, unfortunately. Put him on the back of the toilet. I start doing my business, start peeing like a kid does. I probably dropped my pants all the way down to the ankles. Pro move if you're a little kid, as we know. But I'm peeing there, and you know how it is, especially when you're a kid. Once you get going, you're not stopping. It's hard to cut off that stream. Todd knows all about it. But I had this, and he did one of these and flipped right into the toilet. And I remember just the horror, and then I'm peeing on him, and I remember just peeing on him, and I was all worked up. No, and I didn't know what to do. And I had to call my parents in. I said, oh my gosh, what happened? And they're like, oh, it's fine. We'll throw him in the washing machine. But unfortunately, I remember clear as day him coming out of that washing machine, and he never felt like my Gizmo ever again. He got like fluffier or something. I don't know. It's just, it ruined the whole figure. I'm just getting all worked up here. But very cool. And that's the reason I had to get this one, is because this one was so iconic to my childhood. I said, heck, why not have the yin and yang? Constant learning, constant improvement. There's 30 plus years of difference between these two. Pretty wild to think about it. But I wanted to bring old friend out here. Smells like pee still. There you go. But here it is. Old Gizmo doing Gizmo things. How cool does he look right here? Look at those eyes. Look at that color pattern. The ears are always wild on this one, especially, sometimes you get the soft ears on the Gizmo plush animals. You get the soft ones. And then sometimes like this one, you get the hard plastic ears. So depends what you do prefer. I guess if you're going to go prop replica, you better get the plastic ones here. But there is articulation in these ears. So you can move them up, you can move them down. Gives them all kinds of personality, some back and forth. Choose your own ear adventure if you want to. One up, one down. Almost like bat wings right here. No, I don't want to see your bat wings, Todd McFarlane. You tricked me on that before. But looking very cool right there. I love that articulation action. Now you do get some articulation out of the arms as well, so you can move the hands up and down. Nothing really too much in the legs. You get a little bit of movement, but nothing crazy to write home about. Now you do got the soft plastic down here. I guess it's hard plastic, but we'll call it hard plastic. It's harder than it is soft. Save your jokes. But you do get the hands here in the plastic, and the ears and the feet in the hard plastic. The rest of it is the soft body with the fur like a plushie. But he does got a little weight to him. He is a little heavy. He's not a full stuffed animal all the way through. He's got some hard stuffing inside there. So it really does skirt the line as we talk about McFarlane toys, for example. Sometimes skirting the line between action figure and statue. Well, you can kind of say the same thing about this. It skirts the line between statue, prop piece, I guess, and action figure a little bit here. But the color dynamic is absolutely amazing here. The face is Gizmo all day long. You got the soft plastic. Oh, look at that. You got the head articulation on this too, so you can move that around. So that's even awesomer. So you can put this on a display shelf, put him hanging from somewhere, have him over the refrigerator, whatever you want to do. And it is basically an action figure stuffed animal is what it really ends up being here. But very, very fun, very fluffy, really like that. Got some big old hands on him, that's for sure. But man, oh man, we know this is Gizmo. You see this, you know who it is. Got those bright eyes, just loving eyes. Oh, Mogwai. Just everybody loves a Mogwai. And I always wanted one as a kid. I just didn't understand that I couldn't get my own Mogwai. But maybe one day, you never know. Maybe the future will make us some Mogwais somehow. But man, oh man, a fun one here. A little story time with Kyle along the way. Did you ever think you hear about me peeing as a 4-year-old kid, peeing on a Gizmo figure? Nope, nobody did. But I do like this a whole lot. Like I said, I wouldn't mind having the rest of the gang. I think they display all well together. It's just, where do you put them all? But maybe, you never know what might happen. Crazier things have happened in this collection, as we do know. But there it is. There's old Gizmo Trick or Treat. I picked this up over there at Jay's. Not sure if they have any more in stock, but check them out. Doesn't hurt to look. It's free to look, as one may say. So there it is. Gizmo Trick or Treat prop replica. What's your guys' thoughts on this? You have anything like this in your collection? You need anything like this in your collection? You ever pee on a Gizmo? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. You guys know we got a lot going on over there every single day, and it's your best way to support the channel. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is also the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. My wife, Angie, and I, every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for Gizmo, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
For me.